Hey guys, it's your girl Leah.
Yo, this is Azanti, your boy, and you're listening to The.Wav NG.
Afro Pop's most essential show. Keep it locked.
I can see that you're definitely still locked in.
Still locked in all the way. Trust me.
Even though you murdered my name, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I have to balance two accents, like when I
And then you can get confused.
My fake Nigerian accent starts to come out, but I try to balance both accents because I'm in two different domains.
I don't know about it, but I know about it at the same time because when you're falling off of speaking one language, it can be rocky trying to get back.
And then they'll just embarrass you because I came home last summer and they'll just slay you. They'll embarrass you. Like, bro, this American, bro.
Yeah. Fair. Right. So, hi once again. I'm Bamyy reporting for The.Wav. Paul set this up, so shout Paul. Paul's also, the person that put me onto your music, I think like 2 years ago. And from then we'll just like geek over your music, like at the same time, be like, yo, you sound like crack and all of that. Don't do crack kids.
So much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and
Paul is my guy. Like, he's amazing. It's a blessing. I thank him for connecting us. And he connected me with a few other people too. So big ups to Paul. Send my love to Paul next time we talk to him. Tell him I'm very grateful for him.
That's it. You also sound like cold coffee. So it's like you just sound generally like addictive. So let's start from the top. Because if they ask me to describe you, I just always say, like what I said, sounds like crack, sounds like cold coffee, but with like The Weeknd feel. So how would you describe yourself, as an artist? How do you describe Hermez, the artist?
Firstly, my whole agenda, I would say, we're very raw, uncut. That's my big thing about music. A lot of music is for algorithms or for TikTok or to blow. Like my music, I want it to be good as the ones that are going number one, but I have to be saying raw things. So conversations that we'll have that we won't say in front of our professor, that we won't say in front of our boss, that we won't say in front of our parents. Those are the conversations those are the ideas and the ideals I put into my music because everyone thinks those thoughts. Everyone has those side conversations where quote unquote inappropriate or quote unquote the raw self or real, where you have to disguise yourself going into society. So I would describe my music as raw, soulful, and and just free and creative.
So how do you like create music in the way that you do? Because it's very you, and it's like, if anyone listens to you like first 2 times, they're going to be able to pick you out from like a bunch of artists.
Facts. A distinctive voice. Like all of my favorite artists have a distinctive voice. They don't sound like anyone else. So I think that was me trusting myself. At first, in the beginning of the process, trust me, it was trash. The music was not good. But I had to trust my voice and believe in my voice and keep power and keep strengthening my voice and my lyricism and finding out what I wanted to do and what I sound good on. It was a lot of tests, a lot of trials and tribulations. And so, like my process will just be like continue to try out things that I feel like sound good for my voice, my melodies, and continue to push the grain and study the game. I like to study artists. My top 4 or 5 artists are Sade, Wizkid, Drake, and Pharrell. So like that's like a mixture of like, that's Afrobeats, that's hip hop R&B, that's a fully soulful R&B with Sade, and then there's Pharrell as a genre-less person. So it's like I feel like having those influences gave me like the proper tools to be who I want to be and be myself on music and on tracks and records.
Right, because you sound like a big mood pretty much. So like, how do you? And I'm talking to you right now, and you don't sound. I don't know. Maybe I expected it to sound like how you sound on your music, or I don't know. So it's like, how do you get into that space? That's Hermez. How do you bring that person out?
Okay, so a lot of kush, a lot of weed.
This is definitely, this like African parents stay away. Yeah.
we'll bleep that out. But nah, some
No,
definitely.
it's fine. I don't think.
Oh, well, good. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So yeah, a lot
yeah,
of
go ahead.
we get the some nice wine, and then other than that, that's not always the enhancement. Really, my biggest motivation is emotions. So whenever I'm feeling sad, whenever I'm feeling mad, whenever I'm feeling jealous, whenever I'm feeling, because we all feel these things like, this, that, and the third, or maybe I want to be this place, or even whenever I'm feeling romantic, I try to, even if I can't make a song right there, I try to write how I feel in my notes. I learned that from Kendrick Lamar. In the moment that you're feeling something, you can never really get that feeling back. You can remember it, but the feeling is gone. So in that moment, I try my best to write down or voice note that feeling or melody or whatever that is, and then I go from there. So with me, when I'm off the record, I'm just a real person. I try to give my all to people. I make mistakes. I'm trying to build my brand as a businessman, as an entrepreneur. So on the other end, when I'm apart from the music, when you're saying, oh, wow, I expected you to sound this is just me. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to the music, as a creative, I know there's a feeling that I know the people that want and they're missing. So I try to enhance, or a feeling that I even like for myself. So I try to enhance that feeling and put that on a record.
So what would you say is the biggest emotional driver for you? Like you said, you're inspired a lot by emotion. So what would you say is the emotion that fuels you the most to make music the way you do?
Toxic to say, but heartbreak.
Yeah.
It's one of the number one. People doubters and haters out. I can't live without them. I need them. They motivate me so much to go hard. And then love. Love is a huge motivation factor. Love is very motivating for me. So I would say, heartbreak, doubters, and love. Those are three motivating factors for my emotions.
So, how you said that, what one song do you have out do you think, has the most of your heart or most of your emotions on it?
January. There's a record called January. I dropped a film with it, with my photographer, which he's actually here with me. We made a film. It's on YouTube called January, the film. And then I have a record. It's out on Apple, Spotify, everything, called January. I would say currently, before my album comes out, because my album is if we ask me this question when my album comes out, I'll say Oasis the album. Mm-hmm. But the one record that I have right now is called January, and that's the most transparent that I feel like I've been on a record. I have a lot. I'm usually always transparent on my record, but that one is really,
So that is a smorgasbord, or it's just a buffet.
That one is good. Listen to the lyrics for that one, and you understand what I'm saying. I
get you 100%. So with your artistry, you have a bunch of collaborations with Elo, Brunehi, Nigerian guys. So how are you able to tap into the Nigerian community? And what's your plan of also broadening or expanding your reach in the Nigerian community?
So my goal is to bridge the gap.
Just to say real quick, because one thing about us, we definitely love to brag and we love to gatekeep, gatekeep your boss, right?
I'm nothing without my Nigerian roots and my Nigerian community. I'm nothing without them. My whole artistry, my whole fan base, and everything that I'm doing now does not exist without the Nigerian community. That's point blank, period. I wouldn't even be where I am achieving anything or doing shows or without that community. And I don't live there currently. I'm always back and forth, but I don't live there. And that just goes to show you how deep the love is. Secondly, how I grow that community naturally. Naturally, I knew these guys already. So Elo, people connect me. I've known all these producers, and then they've either heard my song or, we just knew mutual people. And it just comes out organically, to be honest. The Elo track came over COVID. We're both just sending each other the records back and forth. Lamav, he produced most of Oasis, and he produced the track with Elo. Mojo, I just knew his manager at the time. Tim Lare, Chop Life Crew, the whole Chop Life Crew, I love them. Yeah, man. So even Molly, Molly, that she was on my last project. She's from Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, like natural collabs just come like with, yo, I like your music. Let's see if we can work. And we just talk naturally. So for me and my plans. So my plans for Nigeria is to, with, America embracing Afro beats so much right now. I feel like it's a great opportunity. Like, I feel like I'm a one of one in a situation where I was born in America, but I go back to Nigeria. Like, I schooled in Nigeria. I schooled in Kwara State, Oko Village, deep in the roots.
That's mad.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, niggas is schooling in Lagos and shit. No, I was in Kwara State, bro. Like, I was not doing lifestyle, bro. My goal is to be able, since I have citizenship here and citizenship in Nigeria, to be able to bridge that gap fully. Wizkid is already doing it. Burna's already doing it. Davido, plenty more are helping us. But I was born here. Davido was born here too. And I think World too. But like, I feel like I was raised here. And so with us, there's so many of us that are Nigerian that live in UK, in America. Like, there's an opportunity for us to really, really bridge this gap and create opportunities for more Nigerians to come through, more Nigerians to get more resources and experience the resources we have overseas, and bring that Western structure, not the culture, because our culture is perfectly fine how it is, but just the structure to help build the structure more in Nigeria. So that's my goal. And through music, through business, through fashion, and through just entrepreneurship.
I love how like you have it mapped out, and you have like your eyes on the prize. So I'm here for it. And when the album drops, I hope it all clicks, because we definitely need more of your sound over here. So you mentioned that your album is titled Oasis, but then 2019 you have a project called Late Night Oasis. So let's talk about like your coming album, and is there like a connection between what you had out then and what you're about to bring out now? Who was Hermez then, and like what are we about to get from it?
Crazy. Yeah, that Hermez had long dreads. I was growing my dreads for like 5 years. That Hermez, I wasn't ready. I always wanted to make this album that I'm about to drop, Oasis, but I wasn't ready. I knew I wasn't ready musically. I knew I wasn't ready spiritually, mentally, everything. When you know you're not ready is a very good thing. It's a discernment on yourself. Like, that you still have things to do. You still have to build. You still have to be a person that needs to go through more experiences. So I still needed to drop music. And I was at a time where I was like, I have to drop a project. I want to drop a project. I want to express myself. I want to give people how I feel. So without giving the album that I wanted to, which we're going to get this year, I said, fuck it, we're going to call it Late Night Oasis. So just like a late night drive, late night EP project you guys can have.
Your feels type thing.
Yeah, just getting your feels type stuff. Oasis is the full embodiment, not just feels, but vibe, entertainment, dance, definitely feels, late night feels as well, but storytelling. So I would say that would just be the prelude to what we have that's coming out in October. October 28th. Fuck it. Here's a drop for you guys. October 28th. Oasis is coming out.
Excuse me right there. Sweet stuff.
You're the first one. You're the first one that knows.
Right. Any collaborations? Because you seem to you have mastered the art of collaborations that feel natural. So do you have any other ones to look forward to?
I have another track with Alo that's on the project.
Mojo, that's like two goats right there. Yeah. Like you guys
I love Alo. Alo, Mojo's on the project. This Brazilian singer named Nathi, Sute Awar, Tim Lare, Maui Moon. He's from Uganda. He's so good. Yeah, and the rest you'll see. There's a few other people. A lot of producers, Lamav, Trill XO, Yeah Ali. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a vibe, a good blessing.
Definitely. So how December in Lagos is always crazy. Will you be coming through December? Wake up for the album, all of that.
I'm planning some things for 2023, so you guys be patient with me. I want it to be special. Probably around March, homecoming vibes, Lagos, I love Lagos. Lagos City is mad. Phase 1. I was staying in Phase 1 all last summer with TSC, my guy. TSC he shot all my visuals in Lagos for Oasis. And then I have Jordan Margolin in the US. But so basically I do have things that I'm working on for Lagos. Trust me. Lagos is always in my mind. ABJ 2 Nigeria is always in my mind. So just give me some time, and I'm cooking some things because, you know, man, it's a lot to put in a whole project, and then I want to give you guys a special experience. So
Yeah,
just
you know, real quick, what has the journey been like? You know, the progression from 2019 down to this moment on. You know, what's the growth been like? Are you signed? Are you indie? You know, as an artist, there's always like a million and one struggles. So what is it exactly for you?
Yeah, there was plenty of struggles. There's still struggles. I still push through, but I am independent, but I'm signed to a distribution label called Outer South. Outer South is a distribution label in London and South Africa that distribute my music. Between 2019 to now, I think that my sound just developed more. My sound is definitely more developed, more mature as an artist. I feel better as an artist. And yeah, like I just think the growth is just there. You'll hear it in the sound. You'll see it in my visuals. And yeah, the topics, I just go deeper into myself. I'm more transparent as well. So just got better. That's it. We just got better. That's it.
I won't cast, and tell people your name, but like I saw that. So like, how did you go from that, thinking, yeah, I want to make music and I want to be called Hermez?
So Hermes is a Greek god from, Greek mythology, and he was friends with the gods in heavens, and he was friends with the gods in hell. And so he would send messages to both from heaven. He'll send them messages. This is what's happening on earth. Yeah. He'll go to hell. This is what's happening in the heavens. He was a medium. All gods, goods and bads. So I feel like that was my whole MO. Like with my music, I want to send messages to all the gods on earth, all the angels on earth, all the people on earth, and I'll be the messenger. So to the good and to the bad, it's just very neutral. I'm just going to give you guys the message that I'm seeing. I'm like CNN, casting.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. I hope this message is, they reach like a soft landing spot and, they travel far, wide, because the world definitely needs to hear what you're on.
Amen. Amen.
But yeah, it was lovely connecting with you. Have a lovely day.